Hey, what's up, guys? Ian here, and today we're going over 7 cold email deliverability tips for 2025. All right, so why should you listen to me? I sent over 1 million emails in 2024 and have worked with many B2B SaaSes, agencies, and yeah, let's dive into the content. All right, number one, send actual relevant emails. So, a common misconception is people think, oh, something's wrong with my domains, my inboxes, my emails aren't delivering. But if your emails are just crappy, if you use cheesy subject lines, your copy is spammy and not human like, you're going to get marked as spam. And that's just going to ruin your domain and inbox reputation, and you're going to land in the spam more often. So the more you get marked as spam, the more you'll land in spam. So if people are like, not interested in pretty much what you're saying, it's pretty irrelevant, they're going to mark you as spam, and then your inboxes are going to get burnt. So avoid using spam words in your copy. Use a spam word checker. For example, Folderly's has one on their website you can use there. You can add an option for more sophisticated prospects to opt out of your emails. So some people will mark you as spam if you don't, so just add at the bottom of your email, please reply no thanks if you'd like to stop receiving my email. Yeah, so that's pretty much number one. Send actual relevant emails. Do not just use AI written emails on ChatGPT. Actually tailor the messages to a specific audience and have a specific offer for them. All right, number two, let's talk about spin tags and AI written emails. So, spin tags is essential for deliverability. So, email service providers, email hosting services, they'll detect if you're using the same messaging over and over. And this is a way to differentiate each email you send out to your prospects. So, you can use Spin Tags Generator 2.0 on ChatGPT if you'd like. You just put in your copy there and it'll give you a bunch of variations to pick and choose from. Here's just some variations I just showed here. Do not use these. You don't have to use these. These are just a couple of subject lines, some openings, some bodies. Part of bodies you can change here, and then some closings. Now, or you can use automations on Clay to write AI opening lines. So say, for example, you pull personalized information from the prospect's LinkedIn profile. This will keep the email hosting services from detecting you sending the same email over and over again. So say you want to say something like, hey, notice you guys just got a round of funding or something. You pull from their company's LinkedIn description or profile. You can use that using Clay. And that helps keep the variations different and not the same, so you're not sending the same email over and over again. All right, number three. Let's talk about technical setup. So setting up your DNS records properly. So this is pretty much the foundation of your cold email domains. If this is not set up correctly, your entire outreach system will be ruined. So SPF, DMARC, DKIM are all crucial and must be set up properly. You can verify that your DNS records are set up properly by using mxtoolbox.com. And then I believe SmartLead and Instantly have added checkers there as well, where they'll tell you like, hey, it's added, or hey, it's not. It'll tell you on the email sending tools, which is pretty cool. All right, number four, do not include links or images in your emails. So this is pretty explanatory, but send your emails in plain text. This will increase your deliverability rate. If you send links, images, videos, your email hosting service will mark you as spam more often. Think about it, like, what do spammers send in their emails? They send links, like phishing links. They send images that have some hacks or whatever attached to it. So that, in accordance to that, email providers have detected that. So therefore, if you're just constantly sending links to people you've never sent emails to, they're gonna mark you as spam more often. It kind of makes common sense there. So also, you're probably aware of this in 2025, but there's no need to track open rates as well. That that diminishes your deliverability rate. Use reply rate as a metric of whether your emails are delivering or not. All right, So number 5, diversify your sending infrastructure. So send emails from Google Workspace accounts, cheap inboxes, which are reseller Google Workspace accounts, Scaled Mail, MailReef. Those are some alternate SMTP providers you can use as well. Now you also want to add something I didn't add here is ESP matching. So if you notice, Google to Google is delivering better. So say on SmartLead, it'll tell you the people who replied to you, what email provider they're using. So say you noticed your Google accounts are delivering to other Google accounts better, scale that. Use your Google accounts on that campaign and then select ESP matching and do other Google accounts and scale it from there. So that's something to keep in mind as well, is email service provider matching. Boom. All right. Number 6. Now always validate every lead list. So this is pretty self-explanatory, but you need to be verifying all of your leads. Even if they say, hey, they're triple verified, they don't need validating. Nah, always validate them just to be sure. So why do you need to do this when you email So when you email your prospects, they don't bounce. Bounced emails ruin your domain reputation over time, sending you straight to the spam folder. Pause campaigns and verify your list if your bounce rate is anything over 3 to 4%. I use an email verification tool to make sure you're not sending emails to accounts that no longer exist or bounce. Use Million Verifier. You can get 25,000 credits for $49. Or debounce, you get 25,000 credits for $30. So they're both great. Million Verifier, I'd say, is like the gold standard, but both these tools are pretty solid. Remember, never reach out to unverified emails. It's an easy way to burn your inboxes. All right, number 7, warm up plus monitoring your inboxes. So email warm up is always an interesting conversation to have as we go into 2025. Some people believe warm up pools are dead. Some people believe you need to be warming still. This is what I believe and what I've noticed. So for best results, use warmupinbox.com. It's a warm-up pool website that they have a private warm-up pool there, and use a 14-day warm-up period. Now the downside is it's quite expensive. It's not really affordable for most people unless you have funding or you're a larger company that's able to afford this. So using the Smart Leader Instantly warm-up pool still works and still makes sense. I would still recommend warming for 14 days before sending out, but they're still not as good as warm-up inbox's warm-up pool. Now, on top of that, rotate your inboxes. So say, for example, you have 20 inboxes you send from, have 10 running on one campaign, 10 running on another campaign. And then any inactive inboxes there, you want to add them to the warm-up pool so they continue to increase their reputation. Now, you can also change and edit any campaign start and end times to mimic real-life email sending. So say in SmartLead or Instantly, you have your campaign times from 8:30 to 5:30 every day. Now, you want to go in manually and then edit those campaign start and end times to, say, 10 o'clock to 3:30. And then change that every few days. So it just adds some variance into that and makes it more human-like. All right. That's all I got for you guys. One last thing. If you're currently running a B2B business, SaaS, or agency that's doing over 20K a month and are looking to implement a cold outreach system and to use all of these best strategies, best deliverability tips, book a call with me using the link down below and let's have a convo. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Bye.